Chris. Where's Councillor Clark? Councillor Clark. There he is. Okay, good afternoon, everybody. We're going to get started, but first of all, we always do acknowledge God, the Creator, for everything and then everything that's good. So I'm going to ask Elder Rena Apetagan to come up and say the opening prayer for this afternoon ceremony. Thank you.
First, I'd like to say Happy New Year to everybody, and visitors, you're very welcome to be with us today. So I'm going to quote a verse here, Psalm 118, that says, "This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it." Let us pray. Heavenly Father, Lord Jesus, you are the presence of God on earth and the revelation of His love. You welcomed all people who came to you and joined in the festivities. Be with us and bless us. Bless our gathering with your presence. Keep us always in your love and grant us the joy of celebrating the mystery of your love in each other. Bless our time together and make us thankful for everything and especially for our leadership. Accept our prayers, Jesus. You live and reign forever and ever. Amen.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you very much, Rena, Elder Rena Apetagan. So we have an agenda here, if you have in front of your table. If you don't have, they're at the front desk here. So starting at 12 o'clock, that's half an hour ago, so we're sorry. We just need to finalize some things here. So I'll be your Master of Ceremonies, James Dixon. And 12:10 opening prayer was Rena Apetagan. The swearing-in ceremony will be for Reverend Gordon Swanson will be administering the swearing-in ceremony today, the oath of office. So I'll get him to come up. So we go on to the speeches after the oath of office. I think it's individual as they speak the oath of office. They do a speech. So Chief will be going first. Chief Larson Anderson, Councillor Edward Albert, Councillor Orwell Apetagan, Councillor Dion Clark, Councillor Anthony Apetagan, Councillor John Henry Jr., Councillor David Swanson. And at 2:25, presentation of gifts, 3 p.m., lunch and entertainment. So we don't have entertainment, not unless otherwise somebody wants to sing a song. 4:30, closing song, Lucy Henry, and closing prayer, Sister Rena Apetagan. So that's how it goes. I just want to acknowledge all the visitors for today's event. There's AMC Grand Chief, Kathy Merrick, thank you for taking your time. Garrison Sati, MKO Grand Chief to be here, and also Wap Canoe, NDP Party. Give them a hand. And we have some chiefs from different First Nations, councillors from Cross Lake, Lake St. Martin, and we have Reds Clausen from Frontier School Division. Give them a hand also, give them a hand. And all the staff, a big thank you to all the staff that put this event together. Sima, Timino, Reverend Gordon Swanson to administer the oath of office event, and I go say.
Good afternoon, Tanse. I'm happy to be here to witness this ceremony that we're having swearing. But first, before I start, my name is Reverend Gordon Swanson, and I just want to thank everybody for being here and having me here. But with this, before I start, I'm going to say this, a native prayer that was said by one of the wise native people that have known about his life. And it's very important that we to look at each other's. It says, with clean hands. It says, O great Spirit, whose voice I hear in the wind, and whose breath gives life to all the world, hear me. Let me walk in the beauty and make my eyes ever behold a red and purple sunset. Make my hands respect the thing you have made, and my ears sharp to hear your voice. Let me learn the lessons you have hidden in every leaf and rock. I seek strength not to be greater than my brother, but to fight my greatest enemy, myself. Make me always ready to come to you with clean hands and straight eyes. So when life fades as the fading sunset, my spirit may come to you without shame. This is from a Native American prayer. Thank you very much. And as we begin this important swearing, I would like to start off by calling Chief Larson.
Testing. Kamusta mo tan? I, Larson Anders. Son, let's get him. I, Larson Anderson, a member of the Norway Cree Nation and the duly elected chief on March 7th, 2022 NHCN election, will work in unity with my fellow council members to serve the Norway Cree Nation in the best of my skills and abilities. I will work on my assignment and my portfolios with honesty, integrity, and accountability for the betterment of the people of the Norway Cree Nation now and for the future. I will honor the role of leadership that was entrusted to me by the people of the Norway Cree Nation. I accept the portfolios assigned to me: Environmental Management Agency, NFA-MIA-TLE, Urban Planning and Development, Economic Development Initiatives, Finance Administration, Executive Management, Strategic Partnerships, Health Center of Excellence, Pharmacy, and Self-Government Initiatives. I will work together with staff to move my portfolios forward to benefit our nation and people. I'm going to use January 12, okay?
23, 23, 22.
Thank you. Thank you. This swearing in has been planned for quite a number of months. The election, as I stated, was back in March 7th, and we have protocols that we follow and processes that we follow in our custom elections, and one of them is the appeal process. And we wanted to ensure that it was done fairly and accurately, so we followed the rules, and the appeal took a few months to complete. Ended up in court, but we have court documentation and an understanding and ruling to the appeals did not go through. So officially, we wanted to have a swearing-in ceremony. And because Norway House is a 4-year term, we sometimes forget the process of swearing-in ceremonies. It takes a lot, and my left-hand worker, woman, is not here, Janice Maswagan, so she's going to grade us on how well we do without her. So, but I welcome all the visitors. I got an email 7 o'clock this morning saying that you're not coming. I'm trying to figure out how we're going to get Eddie Albert or Councillor Albert to do the swearing in. That was my first and only concern. At the same time, we felt that God is with us and God makes a way for those that worship Him. And so today we witnessed that God made a way for our visitors to be here. And I welcome you into our nation. We are a proud community. We feel that we have a lot to offer this province, and especially the region. So Tansy, my wife and I want to thank you for all your prayers and support. I thank the Norway House staff for their dedication to help their members. It's not always easy to work for Norway House Cree Nation. I also thank God, the Creator, for everything that has been accomplished so far. In 2018, Norway House Cree Nation voted to change the direction of the nation when they elected a new chief. From the start of my first term, we worked hard to find solutions for the serious problems our nation was facing. I believe Norway House has a team that can continue the path to healing that began in 2018. Becoming a chief is an honor not many can experience, but everyone can be a voice for Norway House. As a former councillor, I felt I was prepared and committed to making life better for our members today and in the future. Since being elected in 2018, I faced many attacks almost daily, but I kept my mind on the work that was needed to move Norway House Cree Nation forward. Many First Nations face opposition from their members, especially when the nation is falling apart and leadership are not improving their finances or building more homes. In the past 5 years, Norway House has been building homes and has achieved a strong financial position. The future looks bright. With determination and the courage to lead, Norway House managed to keep the nation safe from a worldwide pandemic. We are grateful to all those who worked tirelessly to keep our nation safe. If we continue to work together like we did during COVID-19, Norway House Cree Nation will have more successes. Thanks to the overwhelming support from the people of Norway House, I was re-elected with the highest number of votes for a chief in Norway House's history. Thank you for honoring me with a win like no other. I just want to let you know I am honored to have earned your trust and your support for another 4 years. Success in First Nations is rare. but Norway House has proven that it can be done. In the new term, we will continue to offer a ray of hope that better days are still ahead. May God bless our nation and all First Nations. Thank you.
Next, we have Councillor Edward Albert.
Yeah. Edward?
Norway Cree Nation Chief and Council Oath of Office. I, Edward Albert, a member of the Norway Cree Nation, and the duly elected Councillor of March 7th, 2022, Norway Cree Nation election, will work in the unity with the Chief and the fellow council members to serve the Norway Cree Nation to the best of my skills and abilities. I will work on my assigned portfolios with honesty, integrity, and accountability for the betterment of the people of Norway Cree Nation, now and for the future. I will honor the role of leadership that was entrusted to me by the people of Norway Cree Nation. I accept the portfolios assigned to me: healthy living, parks and recreation, daycare, Head Start, Mission Island Community Center, Ken Albert Park, Memorial Park, community events, multiplex communications and productions, and membership. I will work together with staff to move my portfolios forward to benefit our nation and people. Danse, kahino, kirutamiskat no hanos. Hello and welcome everyone. I'd like to acknowledge and send my deepest condolences to their debris families. It's with great honor and very proud to be living in the community of Norway House. We have picturesque landscapes, sunrises, sunsets, natural resources that we haven't had an opportunity to stop, admire, and breathe in its natural beauty. We have trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I say to myself, what a wonderful world. I'm almost trying to sing here with a Louis Armstrong here. That's your entertainment. But it should come naturally to everyone's hearts and minds. On the other hand, everyone of us have faced disappointment, hurt, concerns, and hope. Hope for a better life, bigger and new home, jobs, supporting our own addictions and or other services that we lack. I always believe that we can do anything our hearts desire through learning by doing it yourself, asking for help from family and friends, and returning the favor. We have to pass that lifestyle, how we lived when we were young, with hard work. We can't always depend on the government to hand down our livelihood every month. If you're healthy enough to go to a party and dance, you're healthy enough to find a job, or prevent you or your family in becoming old or fractured. It's about prevention. I, for one, to think about these things, my goals out of high school. I always wanted to work in the field of recreation or physical education. I worked in recreation for over 30 years. And recreation is not just in fun and games. It's about finding ways to engage our membership personally so they can improve or develop their physical, mental, social, emotional, spiritual skills to benefit themselves, their family, friends, and community and the environment. With the support of various partners, speaking of partners, I'd like to welcome to our homeland. My other goal is to find a partner to spend the rest of my life with, and I'm so blessed to find her to become my wife for 32 years. She has been a mentor, a support, love of my life. I'd like to thank my wife, Celestine, for all she has done for me. She's my rock. And of course, we have a family. We are also blessed with 3 beautiful children who are successful in their life. 7 grandchildren who are so lovable in their own way. That's what's important to me as a leader, to set a personal example to your members, to love one another, to respect one another, to communicate with one another. I will honestly fulfill my duties as a leader to respect you, to love you as my own child, support you in times of trouble, to listen, to give you my personal thoughts. We are all in this together. May you have a wonderful year and enjoy the food. May the God bless you.
That was Councillor Edward Albert. Just to let you know that we're on YouTube Live, so this is all over the world. So you got to smile, eh? Next, we have Councillor Orville Abitagan.
Okay, welcome everybody. I, Orville Apatagan, a member of the Norway House Cree Nation and duly elected councillor on March 7, 2022 Norway House Cree Nation election, will work in unity with the chief and fellow council members to serve the community, to serve the Norway House Cree Nation to the best of my skills and ability. I will work integrity and accountability for the betterment of the people of Norway House Cree Nation now and for the future. I will honor the role of leadership that was entrusted to me by the people of Norway House Cree Nation. I accept the portfolios assigned to me: Entertainment Center, Kinanao Trust Secretariat, Audit and Finance Committee, the Gaming Commission, KSBDC, and Public Works. I will work together with staff to move my portfolios forward to benefit our nation and people. If I can sign. Yeah.
January 13. Yeah, I thought it's supposed to be cheaper.
Oh,
Twice, yeah. Well, he's got to rewrite those after again.
Yeah.
Okay? All right. All right, that's here right now, and I'll get to that.
Okay, I'd like to welcome all our guests and dignitaries that are here present. There's Wab Canoe, there's Garrison Settee, our MLA, Tom Lindsay, AMC Grand Chief Kathy Merrick, whom I've known for a long time. I'd just like to welcome everyone here, and my family over there, my granddaughter sitting over there, and my wife just walking in here, who's been my strength too. Like Eddie said, we've been married 31 years, and good through good and bad. But I take the role of being elected as a councillor to the Norway House Cree Nation very seriously, and I will be totally accountable in my actions and in my endeavors on while being on council here. I just want to say we have exciting projects that we're working on right now. The Minago mining project, the potential bridge announcement at our ferry, the completion of our new hospital sometime in May of this spring, and fiber optic that'll should be rolling out in the next few months too. So, and with that, I just like to say that we are as duly elected chief and council. I'm very honored again, and I also see one of my nominators sitting in the crowd there. Thank you, Donna. And I will work as hard as I can. And I'm always available, one phone call away, and I think most of Norway House knows my phone number already. So with that, I'd just like to thank everyone that is here, and those of you in online on YouTube. I'd just like to say thank you, and God bless.
Next, we'll have Dave Swanson, Councillor Dave Swanson.
That's it. I, Dave Swanson, a member of the Norway House Cree Nation and duly elected councillor on March 7th, 2022, Norway House Cree Nation election, will work in unity with the chief and fellow council members to serve the Norway House Cree Nation to the best of my skills and abilities. I will work on my assigned portfolios with the honesty, integrity, and accountability for the betterment of the people of Norway House Cree Nation now and for the future. I will honor the role of leadership that was entrusted to me by the people of Norway House Cree Nation. I accept the portfolios assigned to me: education, frontier partnership, post-secondary, capacity building initiatives, and land-based training. I will work together with staff to move my portfolios forward to benefit our nation and people. Danse, ginuta miskat na o, nanas komunista, utan suma kape mamawiyak, kape nipawiyak, utat kape miskuta mago ma tansin da tuskewin nan, kad siwit si beta tayak, kad nigani gutese, kad tuskata mago ma, kawi si wista matag sa kekono manisnan, kawi gistenta mago evitip mo tataya gutese. Agan duta misko ago nigani yok utagagi pe nattigoyagok, naskumit nagi pe dastiek, kistomi na nagumagan na nagugarik pimichika magosche. Tabe guys yu kisto tabe sito skaviago tabe dosta megoma. Agad tabe sa nista mana yu ngimamito den tianoma tanse kegisiviche kiten ni mina nagoma. Much we got those chicken don't miss it is di pawiano ta hafo ta gusi sai se tabin bastano ma sige ma ni na katya ka na si mano ta kasi pam na miss it system. I just telling people that well, first of all, I want to acknowledge everybody that's here. Thank you for coming. I just wanted to mention that I never had a desire to be in politics, but I wanted to help our people in some way, in whichever way that I can. And because one of the things, when I look back at history, and I look back at the words that our people used to describe our form of government, is not very good, I guess I'll say. Because it's like it's a fake leadership, fake government. When you say ogemagan, and when you look at the utaswe window as well, those words, I think we need to start looking at and changing in our own way. Niganiwak, ogemao, taisnegasuyak, taisnegasachik. That's the honor that we bring back to the system, to our governments, to the way we roll our own people, not determined by the government that's going to tell us how to do things. So I think it's important, that's one of the things that we need to change as we move forward. And one of the things that, for me, the strong believer in education and capacity building, is that I'd like to see a number, like when I look at, sit at our own table talking about our business, firstly, I would like to be able to speak our language to our own people sitting across the table from us. And I don't know how many of the people that are working for us that are not from Norway House, I've told that to already. It'd be nice to have my own person sitting across the table from me when I'm working with them. So that's one thing I'd like to work on, and capacity building. And one of the things I wanted to mention, I wanted to acknowledge and honor some people, like actually, for the Elder Grant Kweskikapu and Madeline Gamblin Walker for nominating me and giving me the opportunity to be up here. And I want to say thank you to them. And of course, one other person besides my wife I want to acknowledge is, I have a very, very strong, and I don't know how to describe it, but somebody that inspires me in my life. I worked with somebody just very recently, not too long ago, and they got sick and they almost died. And I'm just amazed at this woman's ability to bounce back, to work, to do the work. And I want to say her name. I hope she doesn't mind me. Selena Moore. I worked with her until she got sick. And I saw her struggle through recovery. And now she's back at work. I see her. She was very determined. And my problems for my illnesses and my limitations are minimal compared to what she went through. I think about that. And I think about how many of our people out there, battled in those way. So I think it's important that we recognize that on people, and we want to make sure that we acknowledge that in our people that work hard. And and of course, I wouldn't be up here without the support of my family. And thank you for that, and especially my wife. So with that, I could stand up here all afternoon and talk more, but I know there's others that want to say something. So thank you very much, and enjoy your weekend.
Thank you, David. Next, we have Nichagan Councillor John Henry Jr.
I, John Henry Jr., a member of the Norway House Cree Nation and duly elected councillor on March 7, 2022, Norway House Cree Nation election, will work in unity with Chief and fellow council members to serve the Norway House Cree Nation to the best of my abilities and my skills and abilities. I will work on my assigned portfolios with honesty, integrity, and accountability for the betterment of the people of the Norway House Cree Nation, now and for the future. I will honor the role of leadership that was entrusted to me by the people of Norway House Cree Nation. I accept the portfolios assigned to me, KSMA, NHCP Management Agency, Housing, Whiskey Jack Treatment Center, and Jean Foster Place. I will work together with the staff to move my portfolio forward to benefit our nation and people. Nancy, Nistamina, I would like to acknowledge everybody that came in from Winnipeg and in our community. It's been past 9 months. Every day I wake up, I don't feel like I'm a counselor. I feel like I'm the same John, that people know and work with. I worked for the past 23 years I worked in Frontier as a social worker. I coached floor hockey and everything else after schools. And then after that I went to KSMA. That was an eye-opener, CFS, and I learned a lot there too. 7 years, and then Larson, when he got elected as chief in 2018, gave me a call the night after and asked me what I was doing. And so I was watching TV, and then he asked me if I wanted to be his assistant. And told him I'll think about it. Give me 3 nights or 2 nights. 2 nights. But I didn't expect that. For him to ask me to work for him. But it was a learning experience working with past election chief and council. I learned a lot there, doing my duties, working with housing was whatever I was needed to do. Like I said, I feel like I'm a regular person, I told my wife But today I think I'm missing a couple of people in my life. My late dad in August and our late son Bobby. They passed within 5 days of each other, and my dad said he was going to be here, but I'm sure he's up there watching. He was one of my strongest supporter. Excuse me. When I got in March, first caller was my dad. He said, "Congratulations, son." Sorry. I think when he said I'll be there when when this event is happening, I'm sure he's watching, but he was one of my strongest supporters in life. My childhood friend sitting here. I didn't expect this, but it's been a rough 5 months since August 31st, and I've never really dealt with, as I was too busy and working every day, trying to help people. I guess I have to remember to help myself too. Like I said, I'm sorry. I didn't expect this. I didn't really want this, to happen like this. But I guess, like I said, the memory of my late dad saying that he was going to be here and, cheering me on. But I'm sure he's up there cheering me on still. So I think the last 9 months, I'll say, it's been a learning experience. I haven't strayed away from what I've been doing since the last 35 years. I keep helping people no matter what time they call me, evenings, weekends. I think I know we have a strong leadership that care for our people. I know that. I've been working with them for the past 9 months, and every day we talk to each other. What can we do? We tease each other. That's the main thing. Is there's laughter in those halls. There's no anger. There's no resentment, and that's how it should be. Leaders should be able to work with their staff, and staff should never fear leadership. That's one thing I always promised. My staff. I always say, every time I send an email to our staff, I always open with dear or team, good morning team, good afternoon team. Because the team, that's what we are in our community, And I think it's time that we put our differences aside. We have to work together to achieve our community, what what we vision our community to be. It will never work when people keep, not to be working with each other. It'll never work. I see that. My time in the office, I usually leave at after 5:30. And I know Councillor Swanson looks at me and waits for me to leave, and then he leaves right after me. No, but so yeah, he's a principal. Yeah. So, but I really enjoy working with my leadership, and if I ever need to talk to somebody, Dave, Chief, or any of them will come and sit with me and listen to me, and just to debrief. I'm looking forward to the next 3.5 years. Like I said, I have housing, and housing is very one of the top. We all need houses to live. We all need houses to sleep. Our grandchildren. I visited homes for people with 3-bedroom, 19 people living in there, and sit there and listening to elders, families. It's very hard, but you know what? We have our lumber that are rolling in now, and sawmill, and we're going to start building homes, as many as we can. As many as we can, and the waiting list is 672. So I'll see how long it'll take to eliminate that list, but it's going to be a strong team effort for all of us. And I know with that 24 unit, we're in the process of getting the families out of there. It'll probably take 1.5 2 months. And I don't know what we're going to do, depending on the engineers. We might either renovate it or, I don't know. I don't want to say that, but hopefully it doesn't come to that. But I'd like to recognize some people. My daughter and my wife and Georgina, she has been with there. Sometimes, she gets mad at me when I get a call 3 o'clock in the morning, but I have to answer it, and we've been married for, what year is this, 2023? 40 years, sorry. Can't remember the year. We have 30 grandchildren, and we all love them equally. And I didn't expect to be standing here so long, but the emotion this day I was waiting for in March, to happen. Like I said, my dad wanted to be there to witness this day, but it kind of, I guess everything came in one moment, the emotion, and it's finally here, and and then me expecting him to be there, and of course my late son Bobby and late cousin Rebecca, and so on. But I'm hoping we can work together, all of us, to make our community better. I've never, I had people coming into my office getting upset, but I know, as a social worker, working with families, I know what to say. I know what to, to help people that way when they're angry and upset. But thank you for listening. I'm sorry. I didn't realize. I didn't think this was going to happen with my emotions. But like I said, it just came in my heart, and I couldn't contain it. I'm sorry, but thank you for listening, and everybody, and have a good evening and afternoon, I guess.
Next, we have Councillor Dion Clark.
I'll just read it? Okay. That's it. I, Dion Clark, a member of Norway House Cree Nation and duly elected councillor on March 7, 2002, Norway House Cree Nation election, will work in unity with Chief and my fellow council members to serve the Norway House Cree Nation to the best of my skills and ability. I will work on my assigned portfolios with honesty, integrity, and accountability for the betterment of the people of Norway House Cree Nation now and for the future. I will honor the role of leadership that was entrusted to me by the people of Norway House Cree Nation. I accept the portfolios assigned to me: health services, paramedic services, Binawachi, dental, Norway House health transition, and non-insured health benefits. I will work together with the staff and move my portfolios forward to benefit our nation and the people. Good afternoon, everyone. It's good to be here. It's a pleasure to be here, and I welcome everyone to our great nation of Norway House. You know, it's a blessing to be here, to be standing among our people once again, and I humbly and I thank you, everyone that voted on March of last year. You know, it was a very emotional time to be re-elected as a councillor once again, and I thank everyone for the opportunity to serve for another 4 years. I thank you all for being here, supporting us. I want to say thank you and welcome to our visitors that be with us on this special day. You know, we've been waiting for many months for this day to happen, and I thank God that we're able just to do this and to acknowledge and to officially accept our roles as chief and council. So, you know, I just want to say thank you to my family, you know, my wife, my children. You know, they were the ones that sacrificed the most for me to be in this role, and you know, without them and their support and for their prayers, you know, and their encouragement, and for the, you know, just this desire to see our community become a better place. Inside my heart, I see and I have a desire to see my kids to grow up here, to live here, and to grow up in a healthy community, a strong community. Norway House has come a long way, a very long way. I've seen the struggles, I've seen the hard times that our community went through. But because of strong leadership, strong elders, young people to come together and work together and to push strong initiatives to see our community grow stronger and stronger throughout the years. I say thank you to our elders that paved the way for us, that went and advocated for us, that went and, you know, just made sure that we had a future for our community. And I thank God for every one of them. I know our elders wanted to be here, many of them wanted to be here, and got a message from Olives. She wanted to congratulate the chief and my fellow councilmen for this special day. She wanted to be here, Olive fled. And I want to thank you to my nominators too, also, that nominated and encouraged me and prayed for me. You know, there's many things that we have to do as leaders, that we have to push for many initiatives and many things that we have to correct. And a lot of times the pressure falls on us as leadership to solve the problems. But a lot of times that problems cannot be solved by leadership alone, but it's by a community, people coming together, families coming together, friends coming together, our neighbors coming together to solve these issues in our neighborhoods, to solve these issues that are troubling our young people. I want to take a moment, take a time to just a pause, because it was 9 months ago, about 9 months ago now, we were elected. And over the last 9 months, we've seen and lost many young people, many of our friends, many of our elders. My prayer has always been with those that lost loved ones. It's not easy to lose somebody, and I felt sorry for John. As he stepped in his role as a leader, he lost his family. And that happens sometimes as leaders. And even though you lose somebody, your family, your friends, the calls don't really stop. The messages don't really stop. But as a leader, we do our best as we can, and we try to lean on our staff. And I want to acknowledge our staff. I think we have the best staff. We have the best staff. They're the ones that are showing up at 8:30, making sure that the services are being provided for our people, making sure that the care that they need is provided. Those that are in home care, those that are working in the Pinawachi, those that are working at the hospitals, those that are working at the clinic, those that are plowing our roads, those that are delivering our water. Those are the ones that keep Norway House moving day after day. And I want to say thank you for making me so proud to be a leader of this great nation. So thank you to them. Thank you to the staff. God bless you.
Lastly, we have Councillor Anthony Abitagan.
I, Anthony Abitagan, a member of Norway House Cree Nation and a duly elected councillor on March 7, 2022 Norway House Cree Nation election, will work in unity with Chief and the fellow council members to serve Norway House Cree Nation to the best of my skills and ability. I will work on my assigned portfolios with honesty, integrity, and accountability for the betterment of the people of Norway House Cree Nation, now and for the future. I will honor the role of leadership that was entrusted to me by the people of Norway House Cree Nation. I accept the portfolios assigned to me: social services, emergency services, justice, Machipanwin program, funeral home, and health center of excellence board member. I will work together with staff to move my portfolios forward to benefit our nation and the people. Tansen du temak ilagita tamiskat no nanas moment tu yagane do ta vida skemering tenimak uta gonna say si big isnega mantu uta poeta mani stego tese motagis panogegon get tawenag nanas morgen in waga gita bogene mitsigi tom tawana swenian Ronnie was a third term at him tutaman. And I'm grateful for that. And ask one bit to Maga Peggy on Viton. Motsviga, one is kissing in Wagotagi de Tavinak, Nivitsewag in Inwak, and Matsipanig and Metanwak, Pugita Gamigak. You got Tapo Sigis Kentaman, Uniga and you. Visagan Tamuin, Menentamuin, Itamasu, Deneno, a Vitsewat, Puguta Vitsewat. Rego sega penega gedu tenega gevice o ineno ego tapo taut na manista you maskai siben sagiwen the vice waging the nimak in good times and bad times. Igual basic is Kanamagayan, Epiopataman, Handusanta, Eapian in my office, Yunen, Tagastistigan, Nemusumegot, Tagastistic, councillors in Obat Nog, Swanson, Henry, James Apetag, and Mr. Tegis Kisinoe, Kayasagi, one of Swaini with Honorary Grand Chief Kitabo, Yagiskaman and a medallion, Anusing Yatuskemon, Anama, Taustamagayan, a good medallion. We cannot say Nemusum, a piece of opmok, his sagi had it in one. Netemana used to Tatagaskut, he got gabbing and Tigiage, he got stow. Ematagaskut, my grandmother, Nugum, was blind. My grandfather worked at the United Church. He walked across the bay to start up the furnace so the people, when they come to church, could be warm. That's where I saw a teaching. And on the flip side of my mother's family, my grandfather was blind. And they were still able to do the things for their family members and the community members because they loved them. And that's where what it's all about. You have to love your community. You have to love the community members to honestly do your job as the best as you can. I sometimes get a giggle or a chuckle. I like to have a good time too when I phone finance and say, hey, I need another phone. And they go, you just got a phone 3 months ago. It's burnt out. My phone's on 24/7, 365. I get up in the middle of the night, wherever. When my phone rings, I'm going to answer it. If I don't answer it, I call back. Because that's the commitment I made to the people, to be at their beck and call for whatever reason, good times, bad times. I was an employee for 34 years with the Cree Nation. I've served in many capacities. This is my third term as councillor, and I'm only 61. So I do have a lot of experience, and I share that experience with my fellow leaders, the chief, the councillors, and they accept it or not. But I give it. One thing I've learned is that these guys talk more than I do nowadays. I think that's a teaching I gave them. Talk. But sure, it's a struggle being a leader. But what I say is, nobody pushed me through that door to be a leader. I asked for that job through the election. I want to be your counselor. And they gave it to me. So I can't complain, right? You asked for the job, you got it, so do your best. That's all that's ever asked of you. My wife is sitting over there. I'm glad she made it. Both of us work. We leave at 9 o'clock. We don't see each other till 6, 7 o'clock, and we have grandchildren. I went to Winnipeg with her last week just to get rejuvenated because I do have a very heavy portfolio with the Machipan and the bereavement program, and we've been going through a lot of bereavement, so decided to go for 3 days. I'm a crazy old man too, so I watch a lot of news. I watch what the provincial politicians and the federal politicians do when they get elected. They buy new shoes. Well, I went and bought a pair of brand new shoes just because I'm me. You gotta love life, and you can't be miserable. You gotta be happy. Enjoy life while we can, because in the work I do, I've seen so many struggles with our people. I've seen the bad, I've seen the good. But to be right beside the people, here's one thing I've learned. When there's turmoil in a room, counselor walks in or a chief walks in, a great sense of relief. Things settle down. Because now there's a person in authority that's there for the people, so they have somebody to talk to. So, that's one of the roles I do. And, I'm blessed to be a leader of this very powerful community. I used to live in this building in my former life I actually stayed here till 4 o'clock in the morning. Me and Councillor Eddie, he didn't mention that both him and I worked in the field of recreation for that long. And, we're more than friends, we're brothers, me and him, because we spent that much time together. So And he's a pretty humble guy, but I want to tell you something. Eddie Albert is our deputy chief. He did not mention that, but I mention it because I was deputy chief last term, and it was a great experience, but Eddie is a deputy chief. Let's not forget that. In the absence of the chief, the deputy chief, takes over. So, I just wanted to bring that to your attention. I know it hasn't been, with the 9 months of turmoil that but things happen for a reason. Things happen for a reason. It's what we do moving forward. Of what happened. I'm going to look forward and work hard for my people to give him. I just swore in the Bible, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to work hard for our people because they need help. Everybody needs a little help now and then. So I want to thank everybody for coming, all our visitors, our elected provincial, regional leaders. I want to acknowledge our young man from Cross Lake, Rusty. He's the youth chief, Cross Lake. Welcome. I bumped into him a few times, and thank you for coming. Kistaiho, AMC Grand Chief, thank you. Congratulations. I haven't had a chance to congratulate you. I've known her for 500 years or whatever. Of course, Grand Chief Garrick, brother, and the rest of you, Gistog at Tabiskat. Now, our business partners, I want to mention Mike Lee. Mike Lee is not only a co-worker, but he's a friend, and he works hard, and his team works hard. Without a team effort, nothing happens. If you're going to run off on your own, nothing's going to happen. You need a team. I fully support our staff because that's where I came from. And, there's always changes to be made to betterment the programs, and that will continue to happen. Change is good. There's nobody that needs to fear for their security because change is happening. It's an opportunity sometimes to have that change because it's good. It's good for your soul. I spent 34 years in recreation, but I loved it. I loved it. My son goes to the University of Manitoba. He plays on the men's Bisons hockey team. I went to a game on Tuesday or Monday with my wife to watch them play against team Ukrainian 25 under team. Just sitting there, being Anthony, and being with my wife did wonders for me. All we see is the turmoil and destruction in the Ukraine. And watching these young men play hockey against each other, you forgot all about that, eh? So thank you to the membership. The membership is the key here. Our people are the key here. Without our people, we wouldn't be here. So we need to really think about our people. Everybody has issues. It's how we deal with them, how we prioritize issues, and what do we want to work with. Housing is always a big component of any community, not only Norway House, but at the same time, there are social issues that we must deal with. We must deal with these social issues. We've built and built and built and built, but now we have to work on our people. We have to give them that, reach out to them and say, here, we're here. We need to develop programs. So it's like any other community. Norway House is not immune to all the alcohol and drugs that happen. And I think with that comes violence and every other thing. So we need to start working on our people. We need to develop the programs that will, address the needs of our people. The physical, spiritual, mental needs of our people need to be addressed. So I've talked long enough. Like I said, I love to talk. I MC a lot. My brother, Specky, sitting over there. I asked him to sit with me because he wanted to give me a golden microphone at Treaty and Yorkwood days for all the talking I did. And I said, well, come on, man, don't do that. And I asked another staff member, Keith Olson, to come and sit with me because he's my go-to guy in Winnipeg when stuff hits, when we have homelessness and people are in emergency situations. I call upon that guy. Wayne Anderson is sitting at my table. He's the chief executive officer. He's my go-to guy in the community. If anything wants done, I call Wayne. And Chopper, my brother, He's my spiritual guidance advisor in the office, so I do have that as well. And Corey just joined us because we're all good-looking guys on that table, and he wanted to be a good-looking guy for the day. I'm just kidding, Corey. Anyway, it's been a long wait. I'm not going to look back at what happened. I'm going to move forward and do what I can do for the betterment of our community and our people. Sa gitnaan, sa gitantis kunigan, sa gihagan sa asmisak nusimak ni bigamagan. You know, I'm glad my wife's here today because she just likes to be in the background. I don't see my 7 sister-in-laws, but maybe that's a good thing. I always tease them about that. Anyway, enjoy the rest of the afternoon. Thank you for being part of this very beautiful day. Thank you very much. God bless. God bless.
Before we move forward with the gift presentation, Reverend Gordon Swanson will say a few words.
Thank you very much, and thank you for having me here. I'm very grateful to be here this afternoon to be able to witness their signing of their oath. And the most important for me, what I see is the Bible. When you swear under the Bible, you must acknowledge, and what you say is very important, and the truth has to be there. Because I've been an ordained priest for over 28 years, and I've seen a lot happen, miracles and different things in life. And then the most important thing that happened was one time we were called to the hospital, me and my wife. My wife's also a priest for 28 years too. We're both priests. And then this lady was sick. And then I have this Bible, a Good News Bible that some people were calling it Baby Bible. It's so easy to understand. But I don't have the knowledge like a lot of people don't. I didn't finish my education. And then that's how I understand my Bible, with that gift that I have. And then one night we went to this lady, and she had the sacrament, which is the communion and the body and blood of Christ. And we did that, and she sat there. And after the communion, after the prayers, and she looked at the Bible, and she said, "You know what? Light was shining down from heaven. Your Bible was glowing." She said, and that's the truth. And that's how our hearts should be when we serve people. You are an instrument of God, and you need to see that. And that lady was healed for a couple of more years. And it's very important, and I'm very grateful to be here and to be able to share this testimony of what she experienced and what she said to me. Thank you. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
So now we've invited the ministers from the community to come and lay hands on the chief and council. So I'm going to ask them to step up to the front of the table. And all the ministers that were invited, come up now. And those of you that are out there can just share a prayer, your thoughts as they go forward in their term. So we have Pastor Stephen Robertson, Rena Batagan, Gordon, Jimmy Thunder, Yampo Piegot. Mamoy. I'm going to ask everybody to stand up for the sacred moment there. Hand poker. Kista gittigain. Shall be done. Too. One more. One more. Okay.
Father, we just thank you today, Lord, for your presence, your anointing, Lord, your Holy Spirit, Lord. They lead our people, Lord, with your presence and your angels, Lord, doing the cancer on our place, Lord, to move in a mighty way, Lord, upon our people, Lord, every need to be met, Lord. Provisions through the government in many areas, Lord, that you need to seize, Lord. Open the windows of heaven, Lord, according to your word, Lord. Father God, if your presence, let an angel go before them, Lord, as they begin to work for the people, Lord. Let your hand be upon them, Lord. Wisdom and knowledge and understanding, Lord. Like in Solomon, Lord, in Minute and Minute, Lord. And Father God, supernaturally, Lord, make ways, Lord, connections, Lord, not only in Canada, Lord, globally, Lord. Open doors, Father. We ask you, Lord, for people that are in authority also in different areas, Lord. That there will be a teamwork, Lord, more than ever in these last days that we live in, Lord. So, Holy Spirit, guide them, Lord. Let your presence be upon them, Lord. Heal them in a time of pain, in a time of hurt, Lord. But touch our people also in the community that are grieving, Lord. Samin it, Lord. Lead them to stimulate, Lord. Samin at tingin Lord. Namin paniwid si Kristo. Praise and Lord, Lord. Itayurot tayo, Lord. Even in Winnipeg, Lord, across Canada. Bring to touch our people, Lord. The Holy Spirit, be with us, Lord. Be with him and through. Nasumit na rin ng oras naman through. Kasi kisewat siya man through. Tumagin na rin natin, Lord. Kasi mo di kahanis, Lord. Be with us in this time, Lord. Kinuhin namin natin through. Thank you, Jesus. Yes. Amen.
Forward. Thank you. Chief and Council, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So moving on our agenda, we have gift presentations of gifts. So I'm going to invite Chief and Council to come step up again, and Denise and the staff will present. And of course, all the visitors and the gifts that you brought, you'll be called up shortly.
Just a quick thing here. It was pointed out while I was speaking that the council and the chief pulled out their chairs because they didn't want to stand long enough because they know I talk long. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Dion. Dion ang kahit money any na boys. That's Dion Clark's observation. But anyway, just a bit of humor, Thank you.
So who you starting off? So Councillor Abatagan, your gift. Give him my hand. It's Christmas all over again, Councillor Abatagan. Beautiful star blanket. Nice. No money in it. Perfect. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, next will be Councillor Dion Clark. After you. This is done. After this. Nice. Right on.
The more you wait, the bigger it gets.
They will come up. Cobra. Where are they? They will be coming up right there.
This is for the councilors.
Yeah, okay. Councillor Abatagan, do you want to show up that a gift also from Cobra Enterprises, our partners? Duffel bag. Nice. Okay. Dion, you want to brace for photography? Okay.
Brand new gear just sitting in my
Councillor John Henry. Good. Okay, okay. Jonathan.
Can you open it up again?
King size bed. John. King size bed. ahead on schedule. Okay. Schedule 5 right now, it's 5:50. Runs too long. Finish this up. Video there. Right. Okay. Relationship there. Okay. This is it. We're photo op there. Excited. We're gonna give gifts to the individual. We're up on schedule now.
Oh, yeah, it's not up there.
Well, you need a wheelbarrow there. Councillor Abitagan. Orville Abitagan. Christmas bags in. There we go.
Yeah, I'll try to find out. I'll message Janice right away.
Darn. Slap it on. Take a picture? Yeah. Councillor Edward Albert. Brilliant. Nice. All your gifts will fit in. What's up? I'll give your hand the rest there. Chief?
Yeah, Chief, down.
Chief Larson Anderson. I have this, so my
No, I'm just gonna stand there.
There's going to be a group photo over there. That's why we moved that table. Some more. A couple more here from.
The Garrison's gonna present it.
Okay, Garrison, get
And
ready.
Stantec.
And Stantec. Is Stantec here?
Present those as they come up here. If they
Yeah,
wanna come up
okay.
and say something.
Right on.
The
Yeah.
two of them.
Okay. Okay. We're going to call up AMC Grand Chief Kathy Mary to come up. MQ Grand Chief Garrison Sati. NDP leader Moab Kanu. We have something to present for your attendance.
Yeah.
So there's a presentation from Bison. From Bison, our enterprise, Norway Cree Nation, in partnership with those guys over there, Tyler and Shane. Cobra. Come up now, Trevor.
Oh, Chief's a little busy over there. Hello, everybody. I'm Trevor Thomas. I'm up here representing Bison Modular Homes today. I have a little gift for Chief. He's opening his other gifts right now, but I just want to say, Chief, on behalf of Bison Modular Homes, I want to thank you for having a vision a few years ago about providing homes in a fast way, and we pivoted it into what we are today, and we're really growing strong. And with leadership like Chief Larson and the council that back our play, and our teammates back at home, I just have this gift on behalf of Bison Modular Homes to Chief. Thank you very much, and I look forward to the future and what it holds. Thank you, sir.
Grand Chief Kathy Mary. I'll get him to share a few words too, just to say.
Tabugues, kita tamiskat na ginawa base nugo taek Kai sinigaan stagoeguk ebe situskawaeguk itakistawa kautsiek eminunokatsikek kai situtamek yaani makitagapituniganiu mitsetininiu epmuutaat agoma niistä ekipiukimaganiu yan titawinik usampoko 9,000 people ekipmuotiak as leaders. And it's a different kind of leadership in your nations when you have a large population of people. And hearing that Norway House, our neighbors here today, and that they're being recognized as a chief and council through some turmoil, and that we be able to support, and that you be able to support your leadership moving forward. And I bring that to you as the newly elected Grand Chief of the Assembly of Manitoba Chiefs. And I'm the first woman elected in this position. But I want you to know I wouldn't have been able to go there if it wasn't for your leadership and for their support in endorsing me to get where I am today. So I'm forever grateful to our neighbors, to our people in Norway House for that, and that I will do as much work as I can, and hopefully in the near future that we be able to do what our First Nations require in our communities. So ginanas ko mitnawa e bisi mitsetia ke bisi noga dayak sagi iwewin. And I wear this this medallion today because of our people and of our children that are being found continuously in our nation, and that we remember them, and that we remember the communities, the nations where our people are being found, and we need to be able to do something. And I know as First Nation people that we can do that something for. So now I have Chief here. He's so on behalf of the Assembly of Manitoba Chiefs, we present this gift to Chief Larson and his council.
I was asked to say a little bit, so there it is. I just want to say thank you very much for the very beautiful event that's happening here today. I'm Chief Lawrence Latander from Dauphin River First Nation. I haven't been up to Norway House since 2004, so was that 19 years ago. It's grew, I'll say that. And I tell you, I'm friends with your chief, and with Dion, I know them mostly through interactions, but social media. But I've known Dion for many, many years. And sorry I wasn't expecting to come up here this week, and otherwise I would have brought something. But I'm your gift. So I just want to say congratulations. You know, as a chief myself, I understand the sacrifices that it takes to be in a position. It's not so much the position itself, but it's the passion behind the position. And when you have passion behind position, you have prosperity. That's what I believe. When you make those sacrifices, my sacrifice for my community is I walked away from policing. I was an RCMP officer for 10 years. I walked away to be in this position because I care for my community. And you have to remember that the sacrifices they make for you benefit down the road. And I want to say too that it should be an honor and a blessing when you have people coming to your community like me and my counselor. When you have us coming to look at things in your community, to take them back. When you have people coming to look at your community and to say, hey, this is what I want for my reserve, or for my community, I think that's a really honorable thing. I just want to mention that to you. Thank you very much for all your hard work and dedication. God bless.
Now call on Grand Chief Garrison City, MKO. Gifts for Grand Chief from Norway House Cree Nation Leadership. Beautiful.
Tanse ni tutemak ni tsanag ni wagumaganag naspits ni muneni tenanutsagi sigag emusi tanuta kesewat siwen minatapate ni mun ewabataman minisi utultemi tuito age sakinano ineniwak Naspise ututemi siguta ininiwa kunesewi sipig naspise na naskumon. Ego simiche to eise nagiskata gok. Tato eta gusinano ta. Naspise minini tene pegiugata gok. Sige ma kiwagu to nano. Pimitsa ka ma kunesewi sipig naspise mistay wagu twin. Sagi twin kipmuda tanaw. Sinisiage sa iskoni ka na magana nas ko man petatamis-kata ko ganun tsagi sigag naspit sa'yo musita nanut tsagi sigag naspit sa'yo sugen tagog umakaisit sige ganun tsagi sigag natin itagog stay na ayagog kaginawa sunayagog uniganiwag mina ukimao ek yunawa suna ek nasbis nigesteniten egoni matsegemayo egoni gu kinawaw kaginawa suna egok kinawaw magita toskevini waw enugok kagisiu nawa sunige ek wakinanas commit now. On behalf of the MKO chiefs that I represent, it is my honor to always be here in the Norway House Cree Nation. And as I said in my language, I've always felt welcome here. As a former chief of my First Nation, I've always felt accepted here in Norway House. And I want to thank you people for making me feel welcome. And then on behalf of give yourself a hand. It's great to go to a place where you feel familiar with people and you feel welcome, and that's how we are as people. We are welcoming people and we accept people to come and visit us, and we make them feel like they are relatives. That's who we are. So we must keep that up. And I just want to say on behalf of the 26 chiefs that I represent, it is my honor to be here to witness the acknowledgement and the recognition and the swearing in of the leaders you have chosen. This is a very powerful moment for you and for them. And I felt the speeches, it were very sincere. I felt the power of each speaker, that they spoke from their heart, they spoke from their emotion, they spoke from a very real place. And I believe that this is what it's all about. We need real leaders that will do things from their heart for their people. That's where the change happens. That's when the power happens, when you do it from your heart. And I witnessed that this afternoon. So I'm very happy to be here. I want to congratulate your elected leadership. Norway House has always been progressive. Norway House has always been forward-thinking, and Norway House has always been a powerful nation. And today I know it'll be even more greater as you have elected this leadership. This is your doing. This is your choice. This is a decision the nation has made, and I wish you the best in every endeavor that you make, every endeavor that you try to accomplish for you, because it'll be for the betterment of every person in this nation. Every person will be affected by the leadership, and you have chosen well. Kinanaskamit now. So, I am presenting this gift to the chief from our chiefs and our staff at MKO to Chief Larson Anderson. And I want to say, Larson, thank you for supporting me in my role as Grand Chief. He sits on the executive, and also he's one of the signatories of my nomination. And this is a beautiful painting done by Jason Lucas. And it reminds us of our territories. Beautiful. So thank you, Chief, and we will continue to work together, support each other in our roles, because it's for our people, and it's never about us. And I know I can say that for the council. It's not about them, it's about our people. All right. And I have some other gifts for the council, and I'm going to ask Jim Thunder to help me to pass them. I think they've passed them, yeah, and those are... They're smaller versions. I painted those ones myself. And Norway House Cree Nation. That'll keep me warm. Coffee. And thank you so much. And I think this is a tie. I hardly ever wear ties, but I'll have to wear this one. I couldn't find a boat. Now, and I want to say congratulations to all your leadership. I look forward to come to visit you soon. I know that our Cross Lake and Norway House people have always had a healthy rivalry. Hockey, baseball, York boat racing. What else is that? Bingo. And politics. Ernest Monias, Edward Gamblin. But, and we have good firefighters, you know how we do, in national champions and all that. But I always say that Cross Lake have the best jiggers. Ha!
Thank you, Grand Chief. I'm going to have to challenge you on that one. Anthony, ready for a jig? You know, I worked with one of my workers in Winnipeg to find a gift that was different, unique, because that's just the way I am. But anyway, we found a company that makes cups that actually you can heat it, your drinks, your coffee, and it actually cools it as well. So the manufacturer doesn't make enough of them, but we have ordered a whole pile of them for our membership and our friends. So I wanted to give these gifts to our council and our dignitaries here today. I'm sure all of us know the 8-hour drive that it takes to get to Winnipeg, and our coffee now won't have to get cold by the time you get to the ferry.
Awesome. Where's the chief? We have NDP leader, Wap Canoe, to come up.
I'm Wab Canoe, and this year I am running to be your premier here in Manitoba. I'm joined by my friend Tom Lindsay, who is your MLA in this area. So if you vote for him, you might get me as the leader of the province. And yes, we brought an orange blanket just to make it very, very clear which team we're with here. I want to take this time just to congratulate Chief Larson Anderson and the council on being sworn in today. And I have to say, from a personal level, I really took something important out of each of your speeches. Love for family, love for parents, love for kids, love for the community of Norway House. And I have to say it's very inspiring to watch progressive leadership in the community, creating opportunity for your people, but also staying rooted in values of love for the Creator, love for the land, and love for the people that you serve. So let me take this time to congratulate you on your official swearing in. And let me take this opportunity to congratulate you, the people of Norway House, on this momentous occasion. It is truly a reason to celebrate and be happy. We got a gift for your office or your council chambers. So we brought a small gift for the office or the council chambers, and I just want to say it's get-togethers like this that we've been missing out on the past few years because of COVID, and it feels so good to be together again. So from the bottom of my heart, I just want to say thank you so much for the hospitality and for inviting us, and we really believe that this is a time to bring people together again. So congratulations once again to Chief Anderson and Council for bringing the people together on such a positive and happy note. I'll invite my colleague Tom to greet you as well and say a couple words.
Thank you, Wob, for the opportunity, but I really want to thank Chief Anderson and some of the councillors. When Norway House first became a community that I was fortunate enough to be the Manitoba elected representative, they welcomed me with open arms. I've talked to them many times, I've been here quite often, but as importantly, the folks in Norway House have always welcomed me, have always wanted to listen to what I have to say, and I always want to listen to what they have to say. Together, we can do things better than what they've been done before, and certainly out of all the communities that I represent in the North, this one, Chief, is one of the most progressive, if not the most progressive, and I think you and your councillor are a big part of that. So thank you very much.
Right on, thank you. I'm going to get Reg Clausen to come up, Frontier School Division, the big boss.
Good afternoon. My name is Reg Clausen, Chief Superintendent, Frontier School Division. I want to congratulate Chief and Council on the election and celebrating this day. I want to congratulate you, a community, for the choices that you've made. In 1965, when the government of the day created Frontier School Division and said that Frontier School Division, you're going to cover 485,000 square kilometers, one of the communities in that school division was Norway House. And so we've been in partnership since 1965. We've changed a lot since then because today there are two people from this community that sit on our board of trustees and have a say not only in what happens in Norway House, but also they have a say in what happens throughout our entire school division. We have a gift, but it's not here. And I'm just not pretty enough to be that gift. That's what my wife tells me. So anyways, we have a small picture, and we're getting it framed, and we are putting a caption under it. And the caption and the picture represent "Together we are stronger." And today what I heard in the speeches is a commitment from councillors and chief for the betterment of this community. And "Together we are stronger" is also the way that we feel about our partnership with Norway House Cree Nation. It's exciting that we have a new bus garage, and it's exciting that I'm hoping that a year from now, or a little bit more, houses will roll out of the new trades center that's being built close to UCN. And we'll have many of our clinicians and our office staff in a new office that will be attached to that. And those houses will be built by your kids And that's terribly exciting for us in our partnership. And the other thing is that our partnership is financially sound. And so kudos to Chief and Council for the work that they've done to bring us to that place, because the future holds great promise, and we're excited to be a part of that with Norway House Cree Nation. Again, congratulations to you, and congratulations to Chief and Council. Thank you very much.
Now we're going to call on BMO Executive Jeff McCauley. Thanks.
I've noticed some tablets there. They're from you. Could you want to explain one?
For sure.
Thank you.
So thank you, everybody, and I'm pleased and honored to be here today. So on behalf of Bank of Montreal, I'm the Vice President of Indigenous Banking. I'm proud to be here today. You'll see towards the end of the stage here, there's a number of boxes, and within those boxes, there's about 30 iPads and Surface Pro laptops that Bank of Montreal would like to donate to the community. Because we have such a close relationship working with Chief and Council, they'll be ultimately their decision in terms of where they would be best used within the community, whether it's the connection of education, youth, daycare. We're definitely proud and honored to be able to support the community. And again, thank you for being here. Thank you, Chief and Council, and thank you, everyone.
Thank you. That's awesome. Next, we have one of our relatives that come home from MNP. Rob Campbell, could you come up? Rob. There he is. Rob Soupy Campbell.
Thank you. All right. You want me to say something? Holy smokes. Well, sorry, you kind of get caught off guard, but certainly honored and privileged to be here, folks. It's just such a tremendous experience for us to now be engaged, certainly as MNP, working with the leadership and, of course, the community of Norway House to look at their economic opportunities going forward and all those good things. And, of course, as a member of the Norway House Cree Nation, it's just such a privilege to be here and have been asked to come to the swearing-in ceremony. So, folks, congratulations, and the community has spoken. You're the leadership, and I can't wait to do a whole bunch of good stuff with you guys. So thanks a whole bunch, Larson. All right.
Thank you very much. Next, we have Stantec, Jeff Moroz, and Dean Archibald. Stantec. There you are.
Yeah, here comes Dean.
Here comes Dean. Run. And then we'll have from Collective Spark, John Vandell on standby.
Thank you. Well, thank you on behalf of Stantec. My name is Jeff Moroz, my colleague Dean Archibald, and we actually have somebody else. Helen or Yoda is also here. Oh, there she is. We're delighted to be here. Thank you very much for the invitation. This is a rarity for us, but we are so thrilled to share in this. Congratulations to all of you. Each time we come, we learn more about the community, and you actually inspire us as well, in addition to challenging us and our staff. And we've enjoyed the connection. We look forward to future endeavors together, and we just love the successes that we see with you. Please go ahead. So this is from an artist, Isaac Murdoch. So it's called Three Thunders, and it it represents the natural laws that surrounds us that governs the earth. And to me, it also represents the vibrancy of this community, your growth and your stewardship and the community. So enjoy, and we have this, plus we have that lovely box of hockey pucks. So we got a good balance of things. So thank you very much.
Where's Mr. Collector? John Bandel from Collective Spark. Next, we'll have Chris Bertolet from TP Insurance on standby.
Gee, thanks for. I'm just really happy to be here with everyone, and just for this great occasion, just to be able to share in it. And you know, I love the community. I've worked with Norway House and with the chief for a number of years, and we're just happy. You know, what I do is we do the annual report for you guys and try and do communications to get out to the province and to the country about how great this community is and everything that's been going on here. And I'm just looking forward to working with you guys in the future, and I really appreciate and I'm really honored to be with you guys today. Thanks.
Chris Bertolet from TP Insurance. And we want Ivan Moniaz, Vice Chief from Cross Lake, to come.
I'd like to congratulate Chief and Council again for their election results. It's really an honor to be invited back into the community. We really enjoy coming here. Biggest thing people always ask us when talk about insurance, they say, who do you insure? And Norway House is always number one on the list. It's so progressive. We really we lean on some of the things that you guys are doing, and we promote it, and we invite our other partners to do the same. So congratulations. Thank you again for having us. We love to be here.
Vice Chief Ivan Moniaz.
Thanks. Very excited to be here this afternoon. I didn't really expect to be up here to say a few words, but I'm very honored that we have shared this special day with your leadership. Kiwi summit now, kino kay sana sunigek, tapos ito et suut uga gemet siganots. Kino onastay goma. This is your foundation, and from what I've seen of me being in politics for the past four years, I'm impressed with your leadership. They've done a tremendous job. Of what I've seen, I have to say that and I want to be where they're at. I want to take my nation there. So on behalf of the leadership of Primits Kamako Kimawin, kinas commit na kimamichi na kawito to skemito na kiamin na baseball, kiamin na hockey, kapina na you make us better and we make you better. Hegusan and God bless.
AMC Grand Chief will say a few more words.
The regional chief, Cindy Woodhouse, couldn't be here with us today, so she sends her regrets, as well as the Southern Chiefs Organization, Jerry Daniels, could not be here with us today, but they send their well wishes to Chief and Council and to the people of Norway House. Egusane.
Thank you, Grand Chief. From Renault Plus, Roger Brudier. Make your way up. I'll get Mr. Tia Lee to stand by. Tia Lee. Chris Henderson, come up.
Hello, everyone. My name is Roger Broder. I'm with Renovations Plus. I'd like to congratulate Chief and Council. We were invited here about 3 years ago. We're a small renovation company out of Winnipeg, and we were invited here. We've been here about 3 years, and it's been an absolute honor for us to be working in your community. And I just want to thank everyone.
Chris Anderson, TLE.
Danse. Thank you, James. First and foremost, I want to thank the elder for the blessing, and as well all the elders for the beautiful ceremony that we witnessed when they all blessed Chief Anderson and the councilors. My name's Chris Henderson. I'm the Executive Director of the Treaty Land Entitlement Committee of Manitoba. And I want to thank Chief Anderson for the warm invitation that he extended to myself and our staff to be here. We work with Norway House in trying to secure their treaty land entitlement. And for a brief background, in 1998, your First Nation signed your TLE agreement, entitling you to over 107,000 acres of Crown land to become reserve land. And we work with your staff in trying to ensure lands that you selected do in fact become reserve. And 25 years into the framework agreement, the work is not done yet. But this year, we're working on trying to secure a major comprehensive settlement agreement for Canada's failure to not only honor your TLE agreement, but to for their failure of not providing the reserve land that your ancestors secured on your behalf when they signed Treaty 5. So we're hoping this year that when I come back, perhaps in an official capacity, I don't have a gift now, but when I come back, hopefully this gift we're working on will be major. It will be a major settlement. And I look forward to that day, because as part of this settlement that we're working on, we want to ensure that your First Nation, like some of the First Nations in the South, have the opportunity to buy land in a major urban center like Winnipeg. Because I know a lot of you do business in Winnipeg, and a lot of you gas up in Winnipeg, but you do so on treaty land. And it would be fantastic if a northern community like Norway House can have that same opportunity to build a gas bar or build an office complex for its membership that do reside in Winnipeg. So that's what we're working on. And so I hope when we come back, perhaps within 6 months, that will be our gift. That will be our gift to the leadership and the people of Norway House. So congratulations, Chief Anderson and Council, and thank you once again for allowing me and my staff to be here today to witness this beautiful ceremony. So be well, be safe, Egasani, Miigwech, thank you.
Thank you very much. Notice the short people. We have next, I'd like to mention that he's been up here, Councillor Ryan Anderson from Dauphin River. Come up and receive a gift. He doesn't want to say a few words. So, and also the assistant, Yolanda Thompson, right? Come up. Their assistant, so, yeah. Go ahead. We'd like, from the fiber project, Jonathan Fleury, if you're here, make your way up. A high-speed guy. There he is. He's working on our high-speed internet.
What is it?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jonathan Fleury, and I am an IT and broadband specialist for Norway House. And I really want to thank everyone and the people, and especially the leadership, for bringing on initiatives like this. And this is something that the people of Norway House and Pimachikamak, because it's a partnership between the two nations to bring in high-speed internet for their people. And we're particularly proud of this project because it's one of the only projects across Canada where the federal government has directly funded a First Nation. All the other projects go through Rogers, Bell, TELUS, and this one, it's directly funded from the federal government to the First Nation. So I'm really happy to be part of this team, amazing team, and look forward to high-speed internet in the coming months. So miigwech egose.
Okay, now we're going to call some of our local supervisors. Clarence Papanicus, CEO. Wayne Anderson, COO. And Mr. Mike Lee, CFO. Wow. Come.
Nancy, good afternoon. I just want to, say some welcome to our guests that have come to our Cree Nation and showing your support for our Cree Nation and the hard work that's we continue to do. And I've been with the nation for, this will be their second term, and really privileged to work with the leadership and chief and council and all the work, all the staff that we work with, all our partners. We've partnered with so many companies, and we're always busy. That's all I'll say. And the chief keeps us very busy, and I know it's sometimes it gets a little tiring, but we see progress, and we're going to continue to make progress. We just had some strategic planning sessions last week, and just a few days ago actually, and we're looking at making more progress in the coming few years in their term. So I'm really grateful to be a part of the work and everything that's been going on with our nation. We are truly blessed as a Cree Nation, and thankful for the opportunity to be part of the team here. So thanks to leadership and to the community of our great nation. Thank you, everybody. Have a good day.
Mr. Mike Lee, CFO.
I'll tip your toes instead of lowering it. No, I'm just kidding. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Michael Lee, and I'm the CFO of Norway Cree Nation. I'd like to start off by thanking the elders and all the special guests who made their way up to Norway House today. I feel really blessed for being able to be a part of Norway House. For those who don't know me, my wife and I used to live here while she was a doctor for many years, and I worked as a CFO for KSMA. And when Chief Anderson got in 2018, I felt honored and blessed to be able to work alongside him, as well as the current leadership, to serve the people of Norway House Cree Nation. This was home for me for many years, and I still consider it home. And I want to thank each and every one of you for all the trust and support that you've entrusted myself and my team with. We work hard day in, day out with all of the people of Norway House, as well as stakeholders from inside the community and also, as well as outside the community. We couldn't have done it without the support of leadership. So thank you to each and every one of you. I know it's a tough position to be in, from chief all the way down to councillor level. It's an endless job. You're on your phone 24 hours a day, taking calls and trying to do what's best for the people. And I also like to say thank you to Clarence and Wayne, who are both CEO and COO, who make my job easy every day, for all the support that they've provided me and my team. So thank you for your friendship, and thank you for the continued support. I look forward to what 2023 and 2024 brings for Norway House. We have a lot of exciting projects as well as opportunities. So knowing that in the horizon, the future of Norway House looks very good. I'm really blessed to be a part of it, and a part of the success. So thank you, Egose, and thank you for your time. God bless you.
Hello. I just want to say my congratulations, Nista, to Chief and Council, and it's been a privilege, Nista, to be a part of this team or community. And there's a lot of exciting things going on. It's a great time to be actually an employee of the nation, and we don't have to worry too much about support and finances and everything like that. So nahinamago na nagkuhayag, Chief and Council, our duties, as it relates to day-to-day services and programs. And now the exciting thing that I'm sure everybody just mentioned is all the projects that are coming up, and exciting projects that we're currently working on as well. So it's a good time. Thank you.
Thank you, Wayne. We're going to call up Councillor from the Community Council side, Lloyd Nielsen. Come and greet the people and say a few words. I know you're a professional at it. He's a Northern Ogimao. Northern Fort Ogimao at the same time. So it's almost 3 o'clock, so we'll be mindful of that. Supper's ready. We're going to get Denise, Kendra, and Rhonda Abitagan on standby, please.
Well, I must say I'm totally caught unawares here. I'm very happy to be here. I was invited to be here by Larson and his family, and I'm just thrilled to be here to witness this. And I've known Larson and his family for quite a few years, and they're very good people. And I'd just like to express my gratitude for them inviting me here, and like to congratulate Larson and his team for being the new Chief and Council. It's really good to see, and the people have spoken and put their trust in these people, and I'm very assured that they will do great things in the future. Thank you.
So we have our Chief and Council team here. Without them, it could have been hard. They set up the tables and all what you see here. So good work. Janice is not here. She's on vacation somewhere. So Kendra, there's Kendra, Denise, and Rhonda. Rhonda is the Executive Director for Ministerial Agency. So.
Thank you very much. I appreciate this opportunity. I just want to congratulate Chief and Council. It's been an honor the last few years to be able to serve my community in this capacity, and I look forward to continuing the good work that we've been doing, and I wish you all the best in your term. Thank you.
I just want to, first of all, extend my congratulations to Chief and Council. I'm actually the Chief's assistant, but I do work with all of the council. And I've really enjoyed, I've been working with them for this is the 4th year now, so I just like to thank them because they keep me really busy, and I love working, and I just want to mention that part of my job, like working with them, keeps me busy, and that's the part of the job I love because they're here to help the people, and that's what I love the most, is that they help our people. And that's what I will enjoy continuing to do and to help them as best I can. And I like to say congratulations. Thank you.
So we squats and they brought out Tyler Duncan to come and receive a gift, a young man in our community, future leader, future leader.
Well, thank you. I wasn't really expecting anything. But while I have the opportunity, Dancy, Kadeta Muscat na all, our guests, I welcome you all here today. But first and foremost, I just want to acknowledge that the passing of the young lady in our community and all the other bereavements we've had. Extend my deepest condolences to those families. You know, before we celebrate, we always have to recognize the hurt and the pain that our people feel every day. So I want to acknowledge that first of all. Second of all, I want to acknowledge that I was a candidate in the last election and I came up short. But the reason why I want to acknowledge that is that's what community is all about. Being able to put differences aside, check your ego at the door and accept defeat and work together. That's what we need to do. That's what a common unity is. That's what community means. So today I wholeheartedly congratulate this council, all 6 of you. I'm happy for you. When I listened to you, it's the first time in a long time that I heard all 7 members of Chief and Council, and I felt good. I felt good in my heart with what they all had to say. I appreciate the sincerity, and I just want to say one thing, that the first swearing-in ceremony that I spoke at was on behalf of the youth in 2010. At the time, that was when my grandmother Florence Duncan, Darlene Osborne, Brian Cromarty, Nick Saunders, Clarence Papanicus, and Dennis Day, as well as Chief Eric Abatagan at the time I got elected. And since then, 13 years ago, I've watched and I've learned and I've observed over the years. And the one thing I want to say to our community while I have the opportunity is, from the leadership level and down, and it's incumbent upon all of us as community, that we need to start lifting each other up. We need to start believing in each other and talking highly of each other and killing lateral violence that happens in our community every day. We have to stop putting each other down and start supporting and uplifting each other. And with that, I want to end with a quote from Henry Ford, the founder of Ford Motors, who said, "Coming together is a beginning, staying together is progress, and working together is success." I acknowledge Grand Chief Merrick, Grand Chief Sati, the next Premier of our province, the first Indigenous head of government coming up, Mr. Wab Canoe. God bless you all. God bless the future of Norway House Cree Nation, and God bless our leadership. Thank you. Egose.
So it's one more. Councillor Abatagan, Anthony Abatagan, wants to do a special presentation.
Joke. I was sitting over there, and the thing I said about the golden microphone, this microphone was going, Anthony, come back. No, I'm just kidding. Just a little. Anyway, in any organization, there is a person that we go to as leadership that helps us out 24/7. And sometimes, through busy work schedules, we fail to acknowledge these individuals. Today, my wife and I and my family and everybody else, I want to acknowledge Mike Lee. Like, when I phone him 3 o'clock in the morning, picks up the phone. 8 o'clock in the morning, picks up the phone. he's my go-to guy, and as well as the other guys I mentioned. But when it comes to finances, you know who to call. So I want to just present a small gift, a token of appreciation, as a friend, not as a worker, as a friend to Mike Lee. So Mike, maybe it's done by a local artist. Maybe open it up and show the community what. Job well done there, friend.
Thank you, everyone.
So now it's 3 o'clock. Everybody is waiting for that time to fill our tummies. I'm going to ask Alan Albert to say grace. Alan, from there if you want. Or you want to come here? Come here and show your face. She's got a cute face. It's beautiful. My brother. It's on YouTube too, bro. Oh my. Yeah. After.
Agus, ní baitan. Let us all stand. O tawinan, agus siwatsin, inaskumitnan, bis bamoy niya, si wabat niya, gisagi, si minya, sa wentamin, sa wentsigimin, giwitsiga po istoahog, niganiwag. Naskumitnan, si Akino, Ninok, Naskumitnan, Akino, Uichiwak, Uichiwahok, Naskumitnan, si Minia Matsun, Nigani Saidotahia, Siganopita, Naskumitnan, si Mamitimati Utnabaswa, the Menaskagwa, Dena, the Matsuna, the Sahuna, Naskumitnan, Mina, and Ustimidistia. I use it static, I use it. When I started, it's been so integrated and ask with none. To the Matimina Jesus Christ. Amen. Amen.
Thank you. Thank you, honored guests. You can be seated. The food is ready to go, so we'll get our honored guests to go first, and then we'll go. Next time. There'll be a photo up at that big banner over there, that big blanket for Chief and Council, and honored guests, Grand Chiefs and so on is invited to take part. Chiefs, you take part too. That big banner over there, they'll be going there shortly for photo ops. And go ahead and proceed lining up. There'll be more happening. There'll be a video presentation, I believe, from Bison, and presentation right here for Chief unveiling. Maybe I'll get him to talk about it. Chief, you wanna explain what?
After he's unveiled, you can play the video while we eat. Okay, thanks. Just go. Councillors, can you join me here? Well, this work that we do in running or leading a nation, a First Nation, especially, we go through many obstacles. Quite frankly, way too many. But one of the toughest ones we had to endure was the fact that we didn't have financial strength or enough enough financial ability to meet all the needs of our nation. So we struggled hard from 2018 on. We've met with banks, we met with government, and the advice they gave us was to continue to bring down your debt, continue to bring down your bad debt. Typically, bad debt means that you're not able to generate revenues to pay for the debt that you have. So that was a struggle, and I think you heard Reg Glosson say, from 2018 till last year, we paid $13 million of bad debt. So the First Nation, dug hard, worked hard to get to the area where we wouldn't have that kind of debt. Now that doesn't mean we're out of debt, but the debt we have left now are generating revenues to pay themselves off. So that's what you classify as good debt. But we also worked on a different classification, and that's with First Nations Management Board. And that gives you a lot more flexibility. It gives you the best rates that there can be in the country. So we qualified back in October to be able to do a debenture. So we started off with one of our more aggressive and more ambitious projects of any First Nation, but especially a Northern First Nation, where we are basically at the beck and call of the Northwest Company. Now I've been around long enough to know that the best way to grow a nation is to generate your own revenues. And because we don't want to charge taxes, the other way of doing that is revenue generation by our own ventures. So we have a ton of announcements that we will be making throughout the next year and a half. But today we want to unveil our plan. This new council that came in did not hesitate to support the plan that was established from the previous term. And I am very proud to say and to show the community, today is the unveiling of this plan. We have a picture here, but we also have a video that kind of walks you through what this is going to look like when it's completed. But we are going to be building our own store, our own food court, our own community center as phase 1. Phase 2, you'll see, is another rink, a swimming pool, and an extension to our hotel. So these ambitious projects now are possible because of the sacrifices our nation made and the long-term commitment that was made by the Chief and Council. Thank you. So, one of the buildings you're sitting in now, this was built back in 1995. We opened this building, and it hasn't really had its renovation or facelift. So this project includes about $4 million of repairs into this building. And there's going to be more activities, sports, generate recreation opportunities. Along with a food court, we'll offer up to 6 to 7 outlets that are hopefully run and owned by First Nation community members. And then, of course, the store. The store is going to have a full-scale pharmacy that we desire and need in this community with a new health center coming out. And then we also have the store that'll have a convenience component so that it'll be open 24 hours. So our nation has grown so fast and so much, and we are becoming a central location for our neighboring communities next door, Oxford House, Cross Lake, and Island Lake. And then a community center. We are building a new veterans hall that'll be state-of-the-art and room enough to have 800 people sit down and have a meal, which is graduation time. So with that, I thank you. I'm really, really excited to see. So next time I invite you to come and see the opening of this facility. The other good news on that note is we are actually building this ourselves. We are not contracting outside companies. We're going to be ambitious enough to build this ourselves with our technical team, our strong leadership, our financial stability, but most importantly, with God on our side, nothing is impossible. Thank you. The other announcement is I don't know if you guys know Winnipeg too well, but it's on Taylor Avenue. The North Hydro Manitoba used to have an office facility. It's about 200,000 square feet. So Norway House, the council approved to make a bid on that building. And on Tuesday, we'll be signing the purchase agreement to buy that building. So Norway House will have a presence in Winnipeg. One more big news, and that is the announcement that's coming with the help from Councillor Apetagan, Councillor Clark, on the Health Center of Excellence. Now we are planning to rename that facility before it opens, so that announcement and that call for names will be going out. But we are planning to have a grand opening of the Norway House Health Center of Excellence on August 8th, 2023, when we celebrate our 50th anniversary of the Treaty and Yorkboat Days. And you're all invited. The Prime Minister had assured us from the beginning that he would attend that meeting, so let's hope that he does honor his word. And I think all the Grand Chiefs are not having an election this summer, so we should see them all here. So thank you, appreciate it, and thank you all for coming. This is amazing. We are blessed to have such strong leadership and strong support. Egasandi. Let's eat.
Shall we move this down?
My sister. So, retirement must be sweet, because my older sister decided to retire from work. And she's only 3 years older than me, and she wants to retire. But she did retire, and I wouldn't call making star blankets a retirement, but that was Charlene Troop that made those star blankets. So we thank you, Charlene, for your hard work. Outside? I don't smoke.
Are you going outside, or are you going to turn the ground or
Sure.
ground green? After lunch?
Aggie's house? Maybe we can watch a video and then go home.
Oh, you're going to go out now? Hi, the right side, your left. So, mitsuk, tutemak, mitsuk. We'll be back in a few minutes. For the closing song, it'll be a drum group coming in for that, and Lucy Henry will be doing that. So, yeah, that's for the closing. Thank you.
This one's a thank you song.
Nana
Right on. Okay. That concludes today's event. Thank you all for coming. Like I say, want to say to me go out as we all go back, travel. Like I say.